my friends! Today I'm going to talk about all the books that I read this month of January 2025, start of 2025, all the books I read, and which books were my favorite. So we're starting off with Pride and Prejudice and Zombies by Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith. I gave that a 2 stars. I didn't think it was anything special. Yes, I am going to read the other novels, but I didn't feel like it was anything that I could live without. Next is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I gave that a 3 stars. The characters were well developed, they were all snobby as heck. I loved it. However, it didn't portray any scary aspect whatsoever. Nor was it like the movie. Now, I did make the mistake of watching the movie first before the reading the book, but even if I did, I don't think I would have enjoyed the book more than the movie anyway. The movie had I felt like had more of a plot, and the book just it was just like you throw a whole bunch of characters in a haunted house and just let them play. The next one I read was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I gave that a 5 star. That's my first 5 star read of the year, and it's a romance book. What, what world is this that we live in that CJ has given a 5 star to a freaking romance book? Like, what the heck? It was so well written. It was so easy to read. The characters were likable, and the unlikable characters, oh, she wrote them so well. This book made me want to read more of her works. That's how amazing it is, and I hate romance. Hate, hate, hate romance books. I can't stand them. But this was my favorite read of, pardon me, the month. Oops. Spoiler alert. um, Next is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Um, I had read James by Percival Everett, I think, and I really enjoyed that book. I think I gave it a 3 stars, and so I wanted, because I never read this one in school, so I wanted to see what the fuss was all about for this book. Got it from the library, and it came in a couple weeks ago, and I just got around to reading it. I gave it a 3 stars just because that kind of diction and that kind of writing is hard for me to understand. Mostly because I feel like I take more time to process it. Um, but even so, that's okay. It just takes a little more time to process. Next is A Haunting on the Hill by Elizabeth Hand. So I wanted to read something spooky. It was either between this one or Carrie, but I had read somewhere on the interwebs that this was a rendition, and it was a really modern interpretation of the Haunting of the Hill House, and it was really written really well. It's by Elizabeth Hand, and she wrote a lesbian couple in there. I was like, wow, awesome. I really enjoyed it. Um, it only got 3 stars because it was so predictable. Um, and like the creepy factor was in there, but it was like it was too much of a step one, step two, step three, step four. Like too much, like just jumping from A, B, C, D. And the last book that I finally finished reading is Sabriel by Garth Nix, and I gave that a 3 out of 5 stars. Um, and I really enjoyed it. It didn't live up to its hype, and it could have been a lot better than I had assumed it to be. Um, did I hate it? No. Did I like it? No. I didn't love it. Um, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad book. The story, the plot was very well constructed. Little too much history for me, but in a fantasy novel, history is to be expected because when you're reading about a new world, new things come with it. But it just didn't capture my attention the way that I thought it could have. So I only gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. And my number one read for the month, I only have one, is da 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 da, Just for the Summer, obviously, because it's my only 5-star read this month. And trust me, I don't give very many 5-star reviews. I should, but I just don't have books that capture my attention like that. But this one did. It was very cutesy. It was very lovey dovey. Very unrealistic, but I mean, it's a fiction romance book. What else could you want? Um, but it's really cute. The characters were all constructed and written very well, and Miss Abby makes me want to read her other books. So here's a non romance reader reading romance books. So comment down below to tell me what you read this month and what was your favorite reads for this month and why I should read it, because I'm probably gonna put it on my TBR anyway. Um, but let me know. Hit me up. Follow my Discord. Check out my Etsy, and like, subscribe, and share.